Hello everybody. Hey, today I wanted to talk a little bit about a turkey hunt that I had once. A once in a lifetime turkey hunt. I've been on some podcasts and people ask me what is my favorite hunt of all time. And some people act surprised because I really love the deer and hog hunt. But they were surprised when I said it was a turkey hunt. But anyway, it is my favorite hunt that I've had of all time. Probably most exciting was a turkey hunt on public land with a longbow. And I posted a picture of it on Facebook of my turkey that I had killed, and said it won't be long now. You know, I just did this here a while back, and because it's getting close to turkey season, and some guys had messaged me about turkey hunting and is it easy or hard? What do you use and all that? So I'll go ahead and tell you now, it's hard. It's pretty tough. It's fun though. And but I'll get into the turkey hunting techniques or whatever I use, and I'm no expert turkey hunter. These guys killed hundreds of turkeys with stick bow. I've only killed 20, and actually 17, and 3 with a compound. But I've only killed 3 without a turkey blind, without a pop-up blind. So I'm no expert at it. But what I want to talk about today is the hunt of my lifetime. And so here we go. I had if you followed me very much, one of my most favorite hunting partners and a very good friend, John Buckhart, I call him Brother John. We had planned on going hunting. We were hunting on public land, and he had recently got remarried, and his wife wouldn't let him go. And so I was picking at him about it. She had him out there working in the garden, and I went turkey hunting. And that morning was pretty uneventful, and I was walking. I had never killed a turkey using a mouth call. I've always used a box or a slate call. And but I was gonna get more into hunting like I used to with a shotgun. Now, I killed a whole lot of turkeys with a shotgun. I was gonna get more into like the run and gun style with my longbow. And so I wanted to use a mouth call to cut down on movement, right? So I was learning to use a mouth call. Had never killed a turkey using a mouth call or called a turkey up with a mouth call. So when I'm talking about a mouth call now, I'm not talking about a tube call. I'm talking about a diaphragm, one that's inside your mouth and you don't have to touch it. Well, I'm walking around. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe 2:30, and I'm walking around looking at hog sign, and you know, hoping to run across a hog. And I'm playing with that call there. I'm trying to call with it, just playing with it as I walk, and a turkey gobble. And it's about 3 o'clock in the evening. And it ended up being 3 gobblers. And I was in a brand new area I had never been in. And what made me walk down this little fire break was I pulled up there and there were a whole bunch of tracks going across, and I'm thinking deer or hogs, and it's gobblers. I mean, the road is matted down with gobbler tracks, walking back and two across the road going in that fire break. So I'm walking down there, and there's a lot of hog sign. But I hear the turkey gobble. So I look around, and there's some live oak trees there. And one of them has 3 trunks. And I ease up in there. I mean, when the turkey gobbles, they're like 100 yards. So I ease up in there and get in the, kind of set back away from them trunks. There's a big gallberry bush behind me. And I had on a leafy suit. And I hope I'll put that picture on this video so you can see it. I had on just what I had except a mask and all that. I put a mask on, gloves, had on a leafy suit, and I was shooting a Howard Hill longbow that was loaned to me by my friend Keith Brunner. And anyway, I'm sitting there, and I got down. I was on my knees, and because I knew it was going to be quick, more than likely, because if a gobbler gobbles at you after lunch up in the day, usually he's pretty hot, he'll come. But I did not know it, but there was a little creek over there. They had came to that creek and they wouldn't come across. They would gobble every breath. And so I pulled, that's when cell phones had just came out, and I had a little flip phone, and that joker was about that big around. That's how long ago it was. I opened it up and I called John. I said, listen to this, old man. And I'd yell, I hold the phone there and let him hear. And I was picking at him. You know, I was cracking on him back in two about not being able to go, wife make him stay home and all that stuff. And then I got the phone in my hand, and I had just called and made the turkeys gobble. And They were close enough he could hear them on the phone. And I heard the bushes a little bit, and I looked to my right, and there's a turkey 20 yards. Not one of those, another one had came in. And he'd take a step or two and kind of strut, then a step or two, and he came all the way around. I was on my knees, and when he got behind some stuff, I laid the phone down, and I had my bow at ready there. I grabbed my bow, and I was just sitting there, and I had that, I think what saved me, I had that hood pulled over me, and I probably was not that high off the ground the way I was leaning. And he came, and I had pretty good cover, and he came all the way around me on this side. And I'm in a chair now, but then I was on my knees, and when he got right here, when he come up behind some stuff, I had the bow horizontal. I come up and shot, and I shot low. I shot right between his legs. He's standing there like that. The arrow went right between his legs, missed him, and stuck in the ground on the other side. He jumped up and looked at what hit behind him, you know, and kind of stood there for a second, and he turned, there was some bushes here, and he turned coming on around, walking, and I grabbed another arrow real quick, and I was going to shoot him when he popped out the other side, but to my surprise, when he popped out the other side, he was still he was strutting. And I was down low, and when he came out, I began to draw back, and as I was drawing back, he slowly unfolded, and it timed out when his head come up high, he was fixing to go. I shot him perfect right there. He flew straight up in the air about treetop high and fell, hit the ground. He died in the air and fell like you threw him off the house, right there right there 20 yards from me. And the shot was 8 yards. And I picked up the phone, I got him, and he hung up on me. And that is the turkey hunt of my life, the hunt of my lifetime. And I will never forget that. I actually started back hunting this place this year. I hadn't hunted it in 7 or 8 years, 6, 7 years, something like that. And I went to this same spot and found it, even though the underbrush has grown up now. It's too thick to call a turkey to you. But then I found those same live oaks. And never forget it. It was a hunt of a lifetime. So I wanted to share that turkey hunt with you with turkey season coming up, and just show you how much luck is involved in killing a turkey. But it can be done, especially without a blind. The turkeys I've killed with a blind, I've actually had hens walking around my decoy, and I'd do my hand like this in the blind, and they couldn't see me. I had to shoot them through the net. And I mean, if you want to kill a turkey, the blind, first of all, the shotgun is the way to go. But if you want to kill one with the bow or traditional bow, the blind is the way to go. But if you want what I think is one of the hardest challenges in Georgia bow hunting, and you want to hunt a turkey without a blind with one of these during the spring, call him to you, I assure you it's pretty tough. And but when like I said, I've only killed 3 like that, but the rest I've killed in a blind. But when it happens, man, it's so exciting. And where people mess up is you really don't hunt him any different than, I mean, a lot of people call him up with a shotgun close, but they think since they got a bow that it's impossible. It's not. If you keep calling him, just pay more attention to your setups and how to move, and you'll learn every time, and before you know it, you'll be running an arrow through one. So I wanted to share that hunt with you. It was it was with my very best friend and hunting buddy, sharing it with him over a cell phone. And with a Howard Hill bow. It was my first year hunting with a Howard Hill bow. I'd already killed 2 hogs with it. And I'll never forget it. Hunt of a lifetime. I got the spurs and the beard. He had a 9-inch beard. I killed him on public land, and where I was hunting at, you had to check him in. So I went up there and did that. And the lady came out there, and they were actually looking for pellets and bullet holes in the turkey. And there was 2 hunters came up, and they still couldn't believe it. And they all but skint the turkey right there looking for projectiles other than that 1.5 inch wide Magnus broadhead. So it was pretty cool. And I hadn't turkey hunted hard the last few years. I had private land that's the best turkey hunting there ever was, and I lost it. But I said on my other videos, I really have the urge to get after critters this year. I'll be hunting with this bow, my Sunset Hill, and we're going to turkey hunt, hog hunt, deer hunt, everything you can. But turkey season's right around the corner, and hope to get a pig before then. But if not, I'll be bringing y'all some turkey hunts, Lord willing. I'm not going to promise dead turkeys, but I will promise some turkey hunts. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all keep the good Lord first, count your blessings, and be thankful for every breath. See you next time.